What's up, guys? So welcome to a Terraria building video. This is to help you improve your starter home. It's pretty simple. The problem that most people have, and I'm even guilty of this, is that the normal box, which generally looks like this, I believe it's 13 by 6, is what everybody does. And then they just add another box and another box and another box. Now, um, even though the box works great and it's efficient, it doesn't look the greatest, right? So, we need to improve its looks, right? So what is something we can do to improve the looks? First, we need to improve the looks while still making it efficient, right? Because if we just make this one house but make it look pretty, it's not really efficient, at least in the early game. So let's go ahead. We are going to improve this a little bit. So the middle is right here. So we have that. We are going to extend this just a hair. I have a base down already here. I like it. It gives it a more like built feel. We are actually going to extend this. Another thing I like to do is I like to build it into the ground, make it look like it's been there a while. It belongs there, right? That's what we want it to look like. So let's get rid of these and let's go with stone. This is going to be as if we just started the game, maybe have some resources. So nothing crazy, nothing out there. So we want this about the normal 6 high, right? So we're going to go like this. This should actually be wood. Alright, and then this over here will be stone again. And we're going to do another layer. One thing I like to do, you don't have to do it, but one thing that really helps with building is using 2 or 3 more blocks. It just gives it a little diversity and makes it better. Unfortunately, you do have to make sure that the colors work together. Otherwise, it's not going to look good no matter what you do. So let's just put some torches up just because it's becoming nighttime. And what we're going to do is we are going to increase this to 2. It gives it a little extra feel. And then we will extend this out a little. We're just copying this side. Alright, so we got our foundation here, and now we need to start building our roof here. So we can actually divide this into 4 rooms, just like this, and then we can put the doors there, and bring this up all the way. Now we need to build our roof. There's you can use wood, you can use stone. We are actually going to use clay bricks. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I finished this up. I think it looks okay. It's not bad. It will definitely be improved as we add more. So I did go ahead and I made 2 doors. We are just going to throw those down, open them up, and then a really cool feature you can add is signs. So if you just go like that, and it's already adding a little personality and flair there. I am a sucker for fences. I really like how they bring it in. Even adding fences like this, like, just makes it look a little better. But we do need to focus on the inside, right? So most of the time, you're going to just fill it up with wood wall, right? And that is fine. However, it doesn't exactly look the greatest. So let's go ahead and fill this up, and we will improve it from there. Alright guys, so we got this filled up, right? But it kind of looks bland, right? It's just all brown, nothing special. Doesn't really look that great, right? Okay, so what we can do is we can add windows. Windows will definitely help. We can add interior and exterior windows. So that is a huge thing that I feel a lot of people don't really pay attention to, is the window aspect. I feel like windows are very are one of the things that are done wrong quite a bit. So this we are just going to make into a simple window like so. And we are going to add or hit that with the hammer just to make it look like a little ledge. We can't do that with the top. The most we could do is that, which honestly doesn't look awful. I actually don't mind how that looks. It kind of makes a border. Another thing you can do, however, to make the windows look a little better is if we go ahead and make some window walls, we can put the walls behind the block, not like that. Like so. And it gives it a little more of a 3D aspect. Like it's kind of it's like the window curving here, so this is the side and then this is actually like the front of the window. It looks okay. In this build I'm not too sure about it, so we'll take it out actually. But that is something you can do in other builds. So, let's continue adding these windows here, which is already making quite a difference in my opinion. So see, even something as simple as that, if we go back to that, if you wanted, you could do like that, so that way it flows well. Let's see here. I personally like that. And then, so interior windows. Another thing, like I was saying before, windows is definitely one of the #1 things I feel are done wrong. Because there are exterior and there are interior when you are building. And a lot of people I feel forget that, and when they want an exterior they make an interior, or vice versa. So I was going to put, let's do this. I was going to put it there, but after realizing I actually want it like this. So like there's the 3 there. So instead of just making like a boring square, I'm actually going to alternate these here. And it adds a little character, I think. Makes it, you know, look different. It's not just, oh look, I'm a square. See, I think that looks much better. One thing you can do is, like, if we had this one more square out, you could do like a square, and then a bar, and then a bar. I think these bars will look fine for this specific house. So we will do this. Alright, so for the bottom here, I think we'll try something different. I think we're going to go something like, no, not like that. Oop. Okay. We will go like this, like how I was saying. We're gonna do that. That is also another thing that I do notice is if you do keep all the windows the same, it does tend to get a little bland. Like even this here, I'm not sure if I like how these are the same. I like how these are different, but maybe when we do some more things, it'll change it up a bit. So we do need to, if you want, you can like do this, so you can still have 6 people. You can actually have 8 and 9 by the time we are done. So otherwise, for this specific build, I'm going to just do this. So we do need some platforms though. So if we come in, just put some platforms. If you are early game, you will probably have to lower at least like this one and maybe this one, because you won't be able to jump up it. But so we have this. It's looking pretty good, right? One thing I do, another thing I do like to do is, I just want to see that. All right, I actually really like how that looks. Um, Another thing we will need is windows in the middle here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not sure how I want to do it. Alright, so yeah, let's go with that. That looks pretty decent. I don't mind that. Breaks it up a bit. So, another thing is on the rooms, I don't like to keep it the same color. It's kind of going back to the whole use more than one block, like use 2 to 3. If what I like to do is I like to add a trim on the bottom of my walls. So if I go like this, I kind of like that. Let's see what this looks like. I don't mind this. I think this is what we will stay with. So I do really like this. I do like making a trim. If you do have a bigger house you are building, you can put the trim like around your windows and whatnot as well. So that can help you make your starter house look better. Alright, so I think this is looking really good. We don't have any windows up here, unfortunately, but I don't know if we will add any. I do want to add one up here. So let's go like this. And then something we can do is we can actually add these on here. And it kind of highlights it. If you want, you can actually put that one there. And then you can hammer it down like that. And it'll bring it closer. It does look a little weird just because of that. But you could then do... Oops. That's not wood. You could then do that to make it a smaller window if you wanted. However, I would rather have this. So, I just noticed this house is 1 block off here. So I'm going to change that quick, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, so I fixed that. It did change the top here, but I actually am very glad about that. So we have the single point here. So something you can do is if you have the wooden fences, you can place a fence, then another one, and it puts like a little ball there. Otherwise, you can use iron fence if you have the lead for it, and that'll put like a little cross up on top. So that looks really cool. So back to the window here. You can actually put a torch there then, and it kind of looks like it's supposed to be like a candle that you look outwards. Now, if you wanted, you could make this your storage room, or you can make this. It'd be pretty small, this here. So I would probably make it here. You could put some chests. Make it like an attic. You could put some cobwebs and whatnot. Um, however, uh, we are just going to make it into a room. Another thing is when I have like a hallway here, I generally try to have the middle hallway like a different color as well. So let's try this red brick wall. I think it will add a little to it. What happens if we do this? See, I really like that now. We do need to replace this window right there. But I really like how that looks. It really brings in the roof with the rest of the build. So I'm actually going to bring that down here more. And we're going to make a center window for here. Just like that. To continue the theme. So, and then actually, yeah, we are going to do this as well. The glass against that just kind of looks a little weird. So, that's looking really good. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Alright guys, so another thing is like different areas of the house. So up here is pretty much the attic, right? So it should probably be a different wall. So for sure this is going to be different because this is definitely the attic. So let's go ahead and we are going to try stone wall and see how that looks. Alright, so that's already looking much better. It definitely gives it more variety. I want to see now what it would look like if we do all of this. I think it will bring it together even more and just make it look exceptionally well. Alright, so yeah, that is looking much better in my opinion. It's different than these, but it is also the same tone as this gray here. So it's definitely different, which is good. It brings something new to the table, but is different at the same time. Alright guys, so we're back. I made some pretty basic furniture just for now. We have the tables and the chairs like normal. And then these 4 rooms are pretty much set up. But for the rest, we kind of want something different, right? That's the whole point of this. So the sawmill, I actually prefer for it to be outside, kind of like a workbench. The furnace would be best to like be underground in a basement, but we don't have a basement in this particular build, so we're just going to do... Oh, you're very mean, Mr. Slime. Okay, so we're just going to do this. And however, we want a table, so we need another chair. And then let's put the candle on there. I did make a dresser, so if we wanted to, we could make this like our master bedroom here. And then we also have a loom. We could put that up here in our attic. And we have this bench. The bench is something I've always really enjoyed. It just makes it look a little more homey. Alright guys, so I'm back. And what we can do is we can put some cobwebs up here. You know, make this look a little more rustic, attic-y kind of thing. Maybe 1 or 2 up here. Just gives it a little extra flair. So, as you can see, we already have our guys coming in. So we can put our chest up here as well. And I also did get a golden one. So, I just went to get some cobwebs quick. So, we got that. I also got the keg. The keg is actually something that I actually generally like outside, as weird as that is. It just kind of looks a little, like, I don't know. It looks like it belongs outside for some reason. I don't know why. I know it doesn't, but to me it does. So we can make clay pots. So that is another thing you can add into this window. If you don't want the torch, you can add a little clay plot, and then after a while, a flower will grow. So that's pretty cool. You can also do it there if you wanted. And with the sawmill, you can make these wooden beams. I really like these wooden beams. They honestly are super weird because they are almost like a middle dimension of blocks for the Terraria game, because you have your walls and you have your blocks. These actually count as blocks, but are like they're not a wall. They go over the wall, so it's like a middle ground. So there's that. We could also add them here. Like, you can't put a torch on them. You would put a torch on the side like that. So let's go ahead, put it like that. Adds a little extra, I think. Makes it look like there's some supports. The only issue is you can't place like a dresser or a bed in front of them. That is something that can stop you from using them, unfortunately. And I think this is looking great already. I mean, it's not superb, but it's definitely getting there. So, alright guys, so what I wanted was a lamp post. You need some iron. This is a little, like, expensive in the early game, but it looks amazing. So, I really like that. In fact, we can move the campfire probably. We can probably put the campfire over here. Next to our little bench thing. Just like that. So, that's really cool. If I had enough, I would make another one, put it here probably. So, we do need a bed. A bed is a thing. Let's put a bed in here. That way we can set our spawn. So we can put a bed, and then we need a surface item because that is a comfort item. So we can put a workbench. Let's put the workbench right here, though. So that's something simple. That way you can set your spawn. And what else can we do, guys? What else can we do? We definitely need more up here, right? I did make a trash can, so we do have that. Can put that outside. We do have the second lamppost like I wanted. And then, actually, I just thought of this. So we have our loom up here. Unfortunately, every time we come up here, though, it, like, knocks down a cobweb. So, if we make some silk, I think that should be, honestly, just enough. We can actually make some banners here. So, let's go ahead and make... Oh, no, we can only make one. Okay, so I'll have to get more. But then we can put banners up. Like that, and then we'll put another one here. And so that'll look really good once we're done. Alright guys, so I did get our second banner here. I put a table and a chair here for these guys. And I think that's going to be it. It's pretty simple build, but yet it keeps the efficiency of the block as much as it can, but also has that aesthetic feel. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses available out of this. You could easily make it 7 and then 8 here if you wanted. You could even make another one here. You would just have to put a door. If I had to critique this myself, I honestly, the biggest downfall of this build would be right here. I'm not too much of a fan of the roof, but it doesn't look awful in my opinion. In fact, I actually forgot about that. It just could use some refining. But otherwise, like I really like the attic here. I really like the cobwebs and this little um, interior window here. And then I do really like what this brings. I like the banners. The signs are really cool. You might be able to get away with one and have it look a little better. Um, Make it kind of look like a shop. I don't know though. The two kind of looks cool. You could put some more cobwebs around if you wanted. Like, just kind of like this. Make it look a little more rustic. And then the trash can's cool. The sawmill I have always thought belonged outside, and the keg as well with the bench is really cool. And we infused the stone here into the ground, brought it across. Another thing would be I could definitely do more here. Um, but I didn't because honestly, if I were to spend more time, I would probably make right here like a stairway and then make a basement with all of my crafting stations and some chests. But honestly, like this is a pretty good starter home. So, um, a little bit of a different video for you guys, but I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button to let me know and to show your support. If you want to see future builds for Terraria that I will be doing, subscribe so that way you can do so. Also, leave a comment if you have any ideas or any builds you would like me to do. I generally work better when I have a template rather than just having it come off of my head, just out of thin air. So just an idea for you guys. If you would like to see anything, just let me know, and I'll try my best to do it. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.